Good morning, my friends. Kurt Bergland with you every Monday at 10 Central. I do a baseball book review. Could be fiction, could be nonfiction, could be out of print, could be hot off the presses, or it could be something somewhere in between. Today, we have something somewhere in between. It's called The Cubs Way, and it's written by a baseball writer that most of us know, Tom Verducci, and it is the story of the rehabilitation of the Cubs franchise culminating in the 2016 World Series championship. It is a book that is highly reviewed and highly praised. You've doubtless heard of it. It is almost 375 pages in length. It does have an index. It does have a handful of color pictures, mostly of the players, but some pictures of Theo, and there's also a wonderful picture on the inside front cover of my copy of Joe Maddon's lineup card from Game 7 of the World Series. Tom Verducci, as you probably can guess, is an excellent baseball writer. He obviously asked a lot of questions of his subjects, and he interviewed everybody that was anybody connected to the game for this rehabilitation of the franchise that Theo Epstein has to get a lot of credit for. The book is broken. It kind of jumps back and forth. It starts out with a introduction to Game 7 of the World Series, where he's talking to Joe Maddon, and then he goes back to 2012 and sort of Theo Epstein's beginning of his relationship with the Cubs, and it's not hard to follow, but it does move kind of back and forth. It starts out like one of those movies that you've probably seen where it's like in flashback, if that makes sense to you, if you know what I'm talking about. It's that kind of writing style where you go back and forth and back and forth. So it doesn't really go, if you need a book to go in like a chronological sequence, it doesn't really do that. But it certainly covers all of the bases about a very interesting cast of characters and some very interesting decisions that they made along the way about personnel and ballpark and all that good stuff. This is very quickly, it becomes a book that, for me, it was very hard to put down. The highlight of the book for me was the questions and the responses that he was able to get, not out of Theo Epstein, but out of Joe Maddon. I thought it was very interesting to figure out how Joe Maddon's mind works and solves problems and leads a ball club. And I liked that very much. I thought that was the strength of the book. There is a separate chapter devoted to all 7 games of the 2016 World Series. And he certainly pays a lot of attention to that and the decisions and the events and the things that the different players did during the series. And even during the 2016 season, I've learned a lot about the players and the club, and I knew a fair amount before I started to read the book. In fact, I almost didn't read the book because I knew a fair amount about the club before then, but I decided to pick it up, and I'm glad I did. It is available at used booksellers for, if you're going to a local bookstore, I'm sure it's under $10. If you want to buy it online, you might be able to get it under $5 now. It's a very widely published book, and it's easy to find both in paperback and hardcover. It's called The Cubs Way, The Zen of Building the Best Team in Baseball and Breaking the Curse. The publication year is 2017, and the publisher is Three River Press. I'll put all of that in the description for this video. It's a good read. Even if you're not a Cubs fan, I think it's a good read. You'll learn something about baseball as a result of reading it. All right, thank you for being with me. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. I need your subscriptions to keep my channel going, my friends, and I do appreciate that very much. Come on back next week for another book review, a baseball book review, and this week on my channel will be several cards and dice simulation games featuring the 2016 Cubs. I'm kind of making it a 2016 Cubs week on my channel. So, have a great one, enjoy your Monday, and take care. So long, everybody.